Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategy stream from Handelabra Games. I'm not Logic Dolphin. I'm MigrantP, but we are going to stream some Spirit Island for you today. Handelabra Games believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible. Anyone acting against these goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can find Handelabra Games You can find Handelabra games anywhere that fine digital tabletop games are sold, such as Steam, iOS App Store, and the Google Play Store. Our games are Bottom of the Ninth, Sentinels of the Multiverse, Sentinels of Earth Prime, One Deck Dungeon, One Deck Galaxy, and Spirit Island. That is my Logic impression. What do you think? But I'm not Logic Dolphin. I'm gonna say I have a delicious Coca-Cola that I don't actually like, so I'm not going to open it. But it's ice cold. It's here for you, if you want. Logic Dolphin. We're going to show some new stuff. What, you say? New stuff just came out. That's true. The day after the new stuff came out, we started beta testing the next new stuff, if you can believe it. So let's go for a one spirit game with a random adversary, and it's going to be Lure of the Deep Wilderness. Lure of the Deep Wilderness is a spirit of the interior. This spirit, its presence may only be added to or moved to lands that are inland. It can enthrall the foreign explorers and ignore them during the Ravage step and any Ravage actions. It has presence tracks, it has growth. It actually has a new growth thing. Pick one of these two and one of these two. That's a new thing. It is the anti-ocean. Its innate powers. This one can replace pieces with explorers. This one can destroy stuff. So, interesting. We have unique powers. We can give gifts to any spirit. Adding wilds or replacing presence. We can add some badlands and beasts and push to Han. We can gather a whole bunch of stuff. This one's fun. And we can do a big pile of damage to stuff that we gathered. So that's kind of the flow of Lure of the Deep. Bring them in and blow them up. But let's see. We have board D. Interesting. And we are going to play Prussia. That sounds fine. Let's go like Prussia 4. Prussia 4, yeah. That's difficult, but not super difficult. And, oh, we have a new scenario available, but we're not going to play that maybe for the second game. Let's see if we want to play the Great River or combo Lure with something else. All right. So Lure starts off with... See how the game audio is not too high. Let me know if it seems too high. Also, welcome in the chat, Gracie Paz, Logic Dolphin. Anyone else? Feel free to say hello. Ask any questions. I will tell you all the secrets and all the lies. So, yeah, they explore into mountains, both inland lands. Unlucky for them. So we could go straight away with a softly beckon ever inward right into here and bring in everything they build, because we can bring in 2 explorers, 2 towns, 2 beasts, 2 Dahan, and make a fun sands there. Hello, Kokyomote. So I think I'm just going to get another power card because I can go to 2 energy and play that one card this turn. Seems okay. Let's get something else as an option. So this is also an interesting growth. You can choose an element to gain for the turn, which is a new thing, I believe. And the elements we like are sort of a dichotomy, right? There's moon and air or plant, basically. So this has moon and plant. It's kind of interesting. Elemental Boon lets us pick what we want to do each turn without actually doing anything. But it's not as good in solo, right? I'm okay with Shadows of the Burning Forest. Bird's Cry Warning, also handy. They're both like nothing we need right now. It's nice to have stuff that can reach out of the inland, because we can only be in these lands, right? We can't actually get to the coast. Yeah, maybe Bird's Cry Warning is a more useful card for us. It can reach further. And let's get presence here so that we can see these lands if we need to. I'm just going to play that. And we're going to plan to use it here, but we'll see what happens. The invaders explore in the wetlands. So yeah, we could use it here. We could use Softly Beckon here instead, which also stops the city build here. We do get a Ravage here, but it's not the end of the world. We still also stop that Cascade. I kind of like that instead, so let's do that instead. Let's do something a little more forward looking. And I'm gonna, yeah, pull the Beast, pull the Dahan, get everyone in here. And cool, so that was the first turn. First turn to lure. Anyone like lure? Any lure stands in the chat? Let me know. So we can add another presence probably. We don't need to reclaim. I think we'll probably get another power card. What do we want to do? If we get a card that makes a token fast, we could deal some damage here in D8. If we find something that adds a token fast, that could be handy for that, right? So let's have a look. If we did blight here, we blight here. It's not the end of the world, right? We got plus range, so that doesn't really... I mean, I think that's actually a really useful power for lure. We have a lot of range 0 stuff. They all say range 0 inland, though, so they don't actually benefit from reaching grasp, do they? So maybe we don't take that. These, again, are not super on element. Kind of like Call to the Hanways, I think. And let's add a presence to an inland land. We don't need a sacred site. Do we need it for these? No. We need it for... Oh, I thought there was something we needed it for, but it wasn't any of those. So let's just spread out along the inland then. So we can't really do anything about that blight. Except try to generate some fear, but that's not actually going to happen either, is it? If I have 2 moon, I can replace the town they build with a Dahan. That seems good. I can get another moon. And we can, if we play this, we get this innate. To replace a town with 2 explorers. Which could be useful if it happens in one of these places, so... Let's go with that. Each beast destroys an explorer. Doesn't actually help. Add explorer to a land without invaders or Dahan. Sure. They're not getting plus damage, right? So this can go... I mean, let's not put it where the blight is, I guess. I can use a slow power now. That's me. Oh. I could replace this with 2 explorers and then gather them into my lands. Oh, hey, I could stop that blight. I accept. So the first part of this power says, after this power replaces pieces with explorers, gather any number of them into your lands. And we're doing that. Better to have them all grouped up, I think. And they do explore Sands Mountains. So we can convert that. So that's taken care of. And now we can add a wilds or replace presence with disease. This counts disease for doing damage. I feel like we're going to have a problem in some of these lands. Maybe if we replace this with disease, then we could do 2 damage. And then they wouldn't build. And we would have... Yeah, we're not getting that much plant, right? We're getting destroy explorers, but it's also range 0, so I guess we could like put presence there again. We still end up with a town hanging around there. Thinking like Bird's Cry Warning can just happen here. We don't have to replace the presence if we... I mean, replacing the presence does stop them building a city, which I do like, so maybe we do that. They are doing a lot on the inland now. We have enough energy. We could take an element. If we wanted to have this first damage... Or adding the Badlands. It's pretty good. We add the Badlands. Maybe we do this. It's demonstrating it. So we'll take a plant. Add a presence. Just back into there again. We don't need the animal this turn. It is nice to go towards... card plays, but this does unlock this innate for us. So we get both. So we could do 1 damage here, but I think doing 2 damage here is better. Okay, let's see. More explorers. We push up to 2 explorers or 1 town from a land with beast. Sure, that means they don't build here. We get any defend? No. Here we don't get. And this is after the first successful build action. Right, so we can do this and put it there. That's fine. Oh, well, they're going into wetlands. This can go in here. They escalate into D2. So I can destroy 4 explorers there. Kind of considering. I was basically thinking of just letting this ravage. I think I'll still do that though, right? That seems just not getting as much. I think, yeah, we can totally clear this land by doing this. Convert them, leave them there, and doing never heard from again. Destroying all of them. And then we can do this here and use Swallowed by the Wilderness next turn to kill them. That'll be 3 damage with the Badlands. That seems good. So we probably want to reclaim here because I want to use Swallowed by the Wilderness. And one of the other. So this is Bird's Cry Warning. I mean, we could gain a power card, and if we get something that says Defend 6, only 7 damage. Oh, right, because we ignore 2 Explorers. The preview knows that we can do that. So if we might get a Defend 6 from the minor deck. That's possible. We could also take a major power. We have a lot of cards, a lot of energy. Let's take a major power. Tigers hunting. I don't have presence in the jungle. So instead of protecting the Dahan, we could do 2 more damage from the Dahan being killed. We can also take Twisted Flowers, which is pretty good elements for us. I don't think maybe we play that on another turn. I think we take that and we play it another turn. Let's lose Call the Dahan Ways. And play these. Protect the Dahan and do 3 damage. Add Dahan to a land with Town City. Or sorry, I think we can pay 2 energy here. It's fine. Each now to Z's, 1 damage to each invader. Oh, I can add more Dahan. This only protects 2 though, right? So we just get killed. Push 1 from or gather 1 into. Well, I don't want to do that. I mean, we can gather 1 from here to here. Kind of don't want to. Oh, remove 1. Where's the only invader? Boop. No build. And we can have them not participate in the Ravage. Sure. 2 don't participate in the Ravage, but we kill the city and explore. But we don't get to target them because we said they don't participate. Yeah, Lure's pretty good against Russia, as you might imagine. Adding more towns. They can go in the mountains here. I mean, this mountain is just like a place to kill things, so Badlands in it. Finally, they are going in to there. This would like a defend 3. Let's see if we get 1. Call to Guard. Call to Guard is pretty exactly what we want. Elements are not great, but there's an air, so it's not the end of the world. And so what else are we going to do? We're going to Call to Guard there. And this is probably just blighting. This is something we are good at dealing with. So let's put presence in there. Do I want more plant or more card plays? Actually, we're not probably getting animal all the time now, right? So, you know what? I could softly beckon here. Maybe that's the play. Softly beckon there. We don't actually get the animal thing anyways, but we can softly beckon in here. And oh, I could have just done it here. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just have presence wherever, so I'd rather put them in somewhere that there's Badlands, so. You can call the guard and bring one more Dahan to make sure we get the defend. Not for sure, but +1 explorer to lands without buildings. And beasts to land without those things. Gather 1 or 2 Dahan. Sure. Maybe bring 2 so that we have 2. Bye. All right, click a land to add a town to it. We're gonna explore there anyway. Yeah, so mountains are not a place we want to be, so... Well, I mean, we could bring them in here, but I think bring them in here is a little better, right? We can bring explore, town, beast. And we don't need to bring Dahan, do we? And we can replace an explorer with an explorer and gather him. That seems like a good setup. We have a blight here, but whatever. So now we have a blight from that, and that's no big deal. And that Ravage is hopefully Death by Dahan. We can probably afford to play Twisted Flowers here. If we play that and this, we get the extra moon already. We can get the extra plant by placing presents. Oh, but we definitely need the energy to be able to play Twisted Flowers. So I think we take that 3-card place then. That's range 1 sacred site, so let's make this a sacred site so we can see maybe this one a sacred site. That lets us see all lands with a sacred site, I think, right? I need the air. No? The plant. I don't actually need the plant. What am I going to get with my blaze? I think it's plant that I'm going to want more of for my innates, right? Yeah. 4 plant gets us this 2 damage. That's pretty good play. So we just have the 1 blight, but we have a heck of a slow phase. So that seems good. +1 damage and ravaging. No! My beasts aren't here. We don't have a fear card, so we're getting a blight there. Oh, we're getting a fear card. Okay. Fear card might help. Oh, they're not building there. Add 1 Dahan. We land with Dahan. And striping land not matching. Womp womp. Okay, well, they blight the junk there. Well, yeah, there's nothing to be done about that, is there? Sometimes Death by Dahan does not work. Add town and city to an inland land without those things. Probably this one. Has beasts and badlands in it already. Sometimes don't get that reliable EBD. Okay, we have a lot of things we can use. We can do remove 2 invaders, deal 3 damage. That could clear out this land. Could also clear out this land. I feel like using that on the... Even though there's nothing happening there, it's a good one to use it on. If the terror levels 2 or higher. We need more fear first before we do that. I think that's not going to be a problem. Replace a city with 3 explorers. Ho ho ho. So if I do this on here... Yeah, one of them gets the strife. And 2 explorers per. I think we have... Do we have enough damage here? If we add another Badlands here... Put the extra beastie there. Maybe the beastie in here. Because I think Never Heard From Again is going to finish up everything in here now. That gives us an extra 2 fear. 3, 4 fear for killing those things too. Yeah, so even though this land's not doing anything, this is like the most profitable use of that card. Wow, it's making... We're gonna be at... Oh, I thought I was clicking on... clicking on things in the wrong order. Add strife is the first thing you do after the 7 fear. Remove 2 invaders. Then 3 damage. New Spirit Island stuff already. Is it your birthday? Maybe. Happy birthday, non-antagonist. I can add wilds or replace presence with a disease. Kind of like adding a wilds to somewhere we can blow stuff up. So I don't want to replace my presence. I like my presence. That was a pretty big slow phase, as advertised. We do have a no blight unless the event screws us over situation here again. But what are the odds it happens again? We wouldn't lose. We would just almost lose. Actually, no, we can say... Hang on. We can say they don't participate in a Ravage. So it's not possible for those explorers to do something bad to us. Haha. Yes, Gracie Paz. I mean, I haven't played the Spirit that many times, so it's not ingrained in my mind that that's going to happen. So I'll get there. I'll be like, obviously, this is going to happen. So we don't have to do anything there. We can just get some other minor power. Play a bunch of minor powers. Remove Blight. Add wilds. Like, we just have to kill these guys and we win the game also. So that's really all we need to do is do this. There's still a town, but once we get to the next tier level, which was almost there, maybe we just win. Don't forget the 3 fear cards to mess with your plans. Yeah, they'll ruin us. We can use this to stop a build. I don't know. So, destroy a city with that. And stop a build with that. And I don't know. Play a card with lots of elements to do things. That seems okay. I guess we can put Dahan into these lands. This pushes, right? Yeah. That's kind of better. We don't get our innates at all, but we kill these guys and they don't build, so... Oh, right. That Dahan gets killed. Let's send another one. Lure's kind of mean to its Dahan. I don't know if you noticed. If the explorers don't participate, that's true, but I don't mind. I can ignore up to 2 explorers. And so if there's no damage boost from the event, then I won't ignore them. I'll let the Dahan fight back. So that's my thought. And here we have, oh, it's actually 4 damage. We don't have any slow damage though. I mean, the Dahan might just kill this guy and then we win. Ignore strife on each invader. Destroy explorers. Okay. Well, these guys are dead anyway. And there was defend too. And strike to a town. Oh, so that if I had hit that town, we would win just now. Or we just win by removing all the pieces. Okay. Turns out the inland is heckin' scary. Look at that. Full of beasts and badlands and wilds and disease. No disease anymore, but it already killed enough. So there's your first look at Lure. Let's get Lure into a game with more spirits. I feel like I want to do that. Let's go with a 3-spirit game. Excuse me. And we'll look at this aspect party. Which one do we want to replace with Lure? We also have the scenario, the Great River. If you do that, it changes the island to be how the Great River has to be. You have to set up the island in a certain way for the Great River. I don't think we'll play that this week. We'll play that next week. So be ready. Be ready for that. We could do some scenario though, like Board the Shores with Lure. That seems very difficult. When's the last time we played Blitz? Honestly, it seems like a long time ago. So let's replace Resilience with Lure, and let's just make the island the default. We're playing England. Let's at least do England 3 with Blitz. Seems like it's going to be a lot of things, so anything can happen. The fear cards messed with my plans. That's true, and they made me win too fast. All right, let's go with that. Got some more aspects. Seems like it's been only a week since this stuff came out. This was last played on April 17th, 2024. I don't feel like it's been this year on a stream, unless it was just like a speedrun game at the end of a stream or something like that. Click a land to add an explorer. How about the horrible lands that we're not going to be able to deal with? And they do. Wetlands and jungle. Where is green when you need them? Okay, these are kind of equal, but not. Let's not choose the blighted land. This one can easily be a place to blow up. Okay, so now we have a party. So Lure is over here. We have lightning. So we're gonna have a ravage in the jungle. Like, those are just happening. We could pull in a bunch of Dahan here, and I guess that's not the right icon. Things that are just gonna happen. Whereas the other ones are like more reasonable to potentially solve. And England is going to England, so they're going to build in lands, even if they're empty, if there's towns next to them. So I think Shadow's turn is pretty straightforward. We pull in a whole bunch of Dahan, so we let that blight. Pull in Dahan from there and from here, and Concealing Shadows. That seems straightforward. We lose our Sacred Site here, so we just like rebuild it here, I guess. And actually we can stop them from building in this land. Oh no, there's a town over here. So maybe, well, we could potentially... Oh, there's towns all over the place. We can't stop them from doing anything. That's pretty rare against England, honestly, to be able to stop them. There's an off chance. So let's make our Sacred Site in there. We're gonna lose that one. And that's set-ish. And that one's gonna blight, but it's not a big deal. We're saying there's a chance. Is this reach or madness? It is reach. I'm not gonna actually use the ability this turn. Lure. Lure, actually, Softly Beckon is heckin' great, right? That's very good. So if we beckon in this wetland, we can actually... Is there land... Like, we can move presence to range 4. So we can, like, organize a land where we can actually... We can't stop everything, right? But we can... Could get these guys out of here. I think this sand is a good spot to be. Do we just want to do that one power again? I guess we can see what the power card we get is. If we, well, we don't have to get a power card, but I like getting power cards. Cycles of Time and Tide. Range coastal. I mean, it works there. Elements-wise, these are better. Add disease, fast. That's pretty solid. This actually is good for that land, but I can't afford to do both. So we're just going to do this. That's going to happen. It's, you know, it still kills the town, so it's not the end of the world. Probably that's not getting dealt with. But we're going to softly beckon. Where did we say? Here. Pulling in, stopping a blight, stopping or reducing some builds. And we have wind, which means basically that we just get energy discounts and range boosts. The Strife one might have been cool, but we don't have that. Just wondering what we're gonna do. We might just do the, like, don't play a power card thing. Maybe we come over here so that, because this is Lure's weak spot over here. Get energy per turn. And yeah, I mean, playing a couple of these is okay. But maybe, I think, yeah, it's just a do nothing turn for lightning. That's okay. So, like, this one doesn't blight, this one blights, no Dahan died, some Dahan die here. I think we just make next turn bigger. I think that's going to be better. So we can leave an explorer around. Make this be less. And that be less. There's no event this turn, so... Oh, I need those Dahan. Whoops. Let's do this first. I know they're gonna build. I'm not stopping builds. I'm just reducing the amount we have to defend next turn, right? No fear from that. That's kind of annoying. I wonder if it's better to actually softly beckon here. We lose a presence, though, so maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we don't want there to be a guy here because of high immigration. Lightning strikes swiftly next turn. Lightning strikes slowly. And the Dahan can stay. Kill everything. Oh, Shadows didn't get... Because I used these powers, Shadows didn't actually get its innate. I was like, where's Shadows innate? Didn't I have that? Turns out I didn't. Because normally you don't play Concealing Shadows on the first turn, do you? Add an extra Explorer. Yeah, in there's good. Three-handed solo is too much for one person. What about six-handed solo? Have you considered? Okay. This is like a party for Lightning and Lure, so that's great. We have Crop's Wither and Mantle of Dread. Mantle of Dread works on one of these lands. Crop's Wither works here. So we don't have to have presence there. We can put presence in a land where we want to wreck next turn. Like maybe this one. But I do need to be able to use Reach for Crop's Wither. So I can't use it for this. Ooh, Enticing Splendor. Bad elements, but great card. I can use this. It has Moon on it. Let's add presence in here, I guess. We don't really have energy issues with splits. It's kind of nice. And what are we doing here? We have this. This is gonna blow up. That's fine. That's gonna be taken care of. That's gonna be taken care of. There's a problem. This could probably be dealt with. And this is probably gonna be dealt with. We have one, yeah, we could just do this and add tokens and whatever. So definitely two card plays. I think we get a power card again. Ooh, entrap the forces of corruption. Hazard spread, very good. I think hazard spread, right? Making more tokens just makes lure get more ridiculous. I think if we add presence here, we can probably kill everything in there as well. I only get 2 card plays, though. And I don't get enough elements. Do I? I want to be able to do this. I need to strife there. So I think I actually need to put presence here. I think swallowed doesn't do enough, right? How much is in here? 2 explorers in a town. This doesn't actually do enough. Is there something that does something? I guess lightning can help. What if lightning blows up this town and then we use mental dread to push away these guys? I think that's better. Okay. In which case we can inflame the fires here anyways and do something else somewhere else. I guess make more tokens here. Making more tokens and having innates? Sure. Destroying explorers? Okay, seems good. This one up, so we're definitely wanting to play a bunch of cards. And getting range to things. What if we go in here? I can't actually afford to play all my cards. It's rude. Next turn. Can't destroy a city, that's okay. So we're going to destroy that town. But actually, if we can make powers fast, we get, like, rebates. So I like that. Also, we have Gift of Twin Days. We can repeat Lightning's Boon and get lots of rebates. We can repeat other things. We can do all kinds of stuff. Who needs energy? You have +0. So we do this. We get a rebate, and we can push these guys, say, into here. Who wants... I think +1 range is going to be useful here. And we want to repeat Lightning's Boon. Or repeat... We don't have energy to do that, so let's do this. I don't even know what's happening. Let's use this. What if I use Lightning Boon on myself? Yeah, I'm getting more energy back. We're gonna Corrupt's Wither here. I didn't actually deal with that land, did I? But it's not the end of the world. Nothing happens there. Oh, now I can repeat these because they've been discounted. Also, we have this innate. So we can, like, not actually stop builds, but, like, reduce stuff. I can actually stop that Ravage with this. I want to add disease. Let's add strife so that the Ravage works for us. We can Harbinge. Is there a way we can Harbinge into 2 lands? I don't think so. One in here. the fear. Couldn't resist the lure. Welcome. I think this is difficulty 6 to 7. It's difficulty 6. We have a Shatter Homesteads. I guess that was going here. We just have the one blight and a bunch of builds. Are there any builds that we can actually stop? I don't think so. There's too many lands with lots of stuff. But we can potentially mitigate stuff. Like we can go here, bring you, destroy you. I'm getting like tons of energy rebates for using fast powers. It's great. We can repeat one of these. I didn't really plan for that. There's no good spot for Crops Wither. Oh, I still have Reach? No, I just have like +2 range. Reach is used, but I have +2 range. Is there a place we can stop them building a city or something? I guess like in a jungle. I think less cities are good, generally. Fewer cities. And I can replace an explorer with an explorer and then gather it into my land. I guess here. They're still going to build. But it's one less thing. Alright, we've done all of the things. Replace explorers with town. Come on. Come on. Are we getting some Dahan? And push from a land with Dahan. They don't ravage in lands with strife. That's what the strife is for. This land is going to be bad, so I don't want that to... Man, that means they're building a city. Rude. I guess we could push him in here. There's no other real place that matters there, so go in here. Doesn't change anything down here. That's like the only land. I guess here. Go into that bad place. That doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's each player, so we can't actually stop any builds properly, but we can reduce the stuff that they're doing, so. Sure. Push Explorer Town from a land with badlands and stuff. Yeah, like nothing that's actually doing anything. But like, sure, go in there. I want you to stay there. You can't. Here, maybe just push a town. And they don't build there. Actually good. They don't build here either. Some things are working. You can participate in the ravage, it's okay. And that is a bad place. They already have 4 buildings there, and it's 14 damage. Actually, there's 5 buildings. One is strafe. Yeah. Click a land to build in it. Does the order matter? Oh, because they're tied. This is the escalation. Probably not the... Oh, well, that one, yeah. I guess it's that one. We're not stopping that one. And... Ooh, coastal one with light. Don't like that. Alright. It's kind of messy, but that's okay. We're going to be able to have a big damage here. Add an explorer to that land. Yeah, we need to explode some lands now. So lightning needs to reclaim. Man, 7 energy. Fire in the sky. Also defend 10. Okay. I'll take a defend 10 to use this turn and next. Probably we can Raging Storm like here and finish it off. If we can get some Dahan into here, that would be cool. Harbingers does that. And lightning is just like gives energy out, but we have a ton, so let's use powers that do things. And cool. So do we actually have any cascades here? So we can shatter that easily. We have to destroy a city. So we can like clean up some of these lands that are... Actually, we could probably kill this. With lightning almost on its own. We can like also... We can plus Raging Storm. Kind of kills everything there, doesn't it? Is there a Badlands there? No. I didn't... Where did I put the Badlands? Oh, I put it over here. We could copy it. We put a Badlands there and do those 2 powers, and then Thunder Destruction. That land is just dead. So that's actually better. We don't need to put Dahan there. So let's get a power card and play. We can't play 3. You got to get towards 3. Call to Isolation. Is that doing anything? Defend 4 could work here. With a Sacred Site, though. Defend 4 works in, like, some of these places. That seems okay. Elements-wise, it's fine. I'd rather blow up stuff than not blow up stuff, so... Is there an Explorer-y Ravage that we care about? I don't think so. Let's put presence in this land. I don't know. That? We can like kill all these things next turn, I guess. And we're reclaiming. So, oh man, what are we doing? Play 3 cards. Yeah, I think we're still getting a minor power this turn. Ravage becomes a build. That's not really good against England. We could pull Dahan in here and conceal again. Adding Badlands is good. Yeah, I think that's just happening. That's just happening. Blowing this up. So yeah, none of these are super exciting. Let's add Badlands. Maybe not even this turn. So I want that, and Twin Days, because actually defending more places is okay. That repeats this, which we don't need to repeat, but it gives us an energy to do that. So actually we don't even need to put the Badlands in there, right? We can just quicken twice. What are we even doing? If we quicken twice, we could defend here or here. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Okay. Raging Storm. There's no moving any other explorers in there, I don't think. Man, we're really not doing the innate shadows. Are we? That's okay. 1 damage to each. Oh, right. I wanted to have my Badlands first. Badlands first. Always put your Badlands first. I actually put 2 Badlands. If I twin, I'm going to twin Days over here, though, right? Yeah. That's going there. So Raging Storm with Badlands gets another ping on a city. And Quicken. We don't even need to. I think this finishes everything off, right? Yeah. Then we have Thundering Destruction for somewhere else. And we can Quicken again. Ho ho ho. And we have this. +1 range. This makes sense over here, I think. We have a Shatter Homesteads for this. We can Harbinge Gahan into... If we defend here, Harbinging is pretty good. And we destroy like a city somewhere else, like here or wherever that like... Somewhere where we're not... Where we need to tamp down the cities. I guess here. Maybe we get a bonus. I mean, that could get solved by something else. Accidentally or whatever. So. And we were going to favors here. Don't get the fear, but oh well. We can double Concealing Shadows. I mean, I can use it anywhere, actually. So, yeah, using it here does something. Saves it to Han, maybe. And so 2 Blights, but the Han are alive and we fight back. We're not in danger of losing to the builds, I don't think, when we have to blow up this next turn. We have things to blow up, but we're blowing up the stuff that's in the sands. Destroy 2 explorers per icon. I didn't really pay attention to that. There's no icons there. I guess it's just him. Okay. You dead. You still build. But it's a fear. Add Explorer to a land without invaders or Dahan. And then I think, yeah, beasts will destroy them. So let's put them where beasts are. Can't do that here, but we can put him in this jungle, I guess. We don't have... Oh, right. That event doesn't do anything in Blitz. I mean, it can in very weird situations. Strife in a land with presence. So we could stop this from blighting by putting it all in there. For one blight. Do any of these work on Strife? No, I don't think so. Lure doesn't care about Strife. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna kill all that, so just, like, stop the blight, I guess. Save a presence, stop a blight. Alright. We've lived another turn. Wetlands comes up again. We are escalating. This one has 5 buildings or 6. A lot. We have to blow it up. This one doesn't have much. I think there was disease there. Add an explorer. Sure. That is an issue. Let's add more there. Same thing. Okay, finally, they didn't repeat a land yet, right? This is the first repeat, so. First time we're worried about cascades a whole bunch. Okay. We are still reclaiming, but we could take a major. This is really good for us. So I don't want to lose. I guess we could lose Lightning's Boon. It's just energy. Storm Swath or something cool. We didn't get that, but we got Force of Living Obsidian, which is just more range 0, kill everything. But like range 1, effectively, so. Dolphin and John look and sound weird this week. Yeah, we are weird. So this plus that kills everything tidily. We don't get to repeat the power. We have sea monsters. I feel like this is really good, especially when we start getting to put a bit more presence out. Also, adding Badlands is nice. I feel like Raging Storm is still good because we have all these damage to each invader things. So these two kill all this. We don't have Sun. We have actually, we are getting, if we get a Sun Earth card, then we're all set. We could do Raging Storm somewhere else. There's a place where it does something. Let's see what others are doing here, because we have... That's probably just blowing up. This is going to be solved by lightning. What are we doing here? Add Badlands. There's a lot of places where like adding a Badlands means that Raging Storm can solve the land. I wonder if Raging Storm... Yeah, we're not getting repeats. Is there land with lots of tokens we can blow up? The mountains don't have a lot of tokens. We could work on this land a bit. What if I get a major here and try to play it? Instruments of their own ruin. The threshold is not gettable. Power Storm, though. Power Storm? Wounded Wild. Land with Blight. Guess this one is good for this. Also. Power Storm seems outrageous. I don't have any sun. Well, I do in my discard. This one I can just threshold this turn, though. So that seems good. I'm going to click on that. Let's get rid of this one. Three card plays. This also is inland, so it's thematic. Oh no, it's not. This one in Press Blade, but we have 2 fear per invader. We can use that on like this land or this one. What if we use it on that? Gather 2 beasts. There's only 1 beast. I feel like this is a land that's going to be a big issue soon, right? So what if instead of putting presents there, we put it over here? I am doing well. We have new people joining Handelabra this week, so it's this and last week, so it's been very busy, but in a good way. I just had a small trip as well, so. All right, Shadows. Gonna start getting plus energy, but that's not really been a big deal, but we can gain a power card and have another option. We could get a major. These cost 2, and we're gonna have 7. Ooh, Insatiable Hunger of the Swarm. Also, Rapid Wings is a thing. If a defend 5, I mean, Infinite Vitality also just like says they don't blight here. Blight's not a big deal though. I could add blight and do a bunch of damage. Like this would do 6 damage, killing all the cities. Then we could Wounded Wild there after. Seems like a good combo. Volcanic Eruption. 20 damage. Also, with Reach, I can just have, as long as I have presence in a mountain, I can use that anywhere on the island. That seems awesome. I can't afford it, though. Free subscription. 60 months. More off elements for Shadows, yeah. And, like, also the cards I have are not on element for these majors. Where's the, like, fire plant major? It's not here. I don't mind Swarm here. I also don't mind Infinite Vitality. It doesn't, like, Volcanic Eruption would be awesome. I think let's do this. Adding Blight is fine. We could get to see what the Blight card is. If you don't know what the Blight card is, then you don't know what's going on. This seems very strong. This is good, but let's get rid of that. All right, put a presence in some mountain. Oh no, that's we don't need that anymore. Somewhere we want to Crops Wither. Maybe we're already there, so we don't need to worry about that. Yeah, maybe here where there's Blight, actually. I don't actually know what I'm doing. Do we want to do that, or do we want to get our innate at level 1? Does that do anything? Like, not really. Doesn't do anything. Like at all. Adding Badlands, I'm sure, does something, right? Especially with that. So Mantle of Dread, I think, does more. Corrupts Wither. Okay, I think we have stuff. Innate is free energy. Yeah, that's true. But it's not that exciting. So this, I could do this in different ways. Wounded Wild adds 2 Badlands. This gathers 2 beasts, but also destroys beasts. I think this is going to be 6 damage, and there's still going to be 5 left. So then I think we'll use the combo again next turn here. So we're going to be definitely doing enough damage to murder all this stuff. Oh yeah, who's getting this? It's just energy, so... That kills all that. I guess I could have put presence in here and pushed these guys into here. There's gonna be enough damage, right? What if we do that? Is it enough damage? Let's just try it. Try to partially damage the invaders so Wounded Wild gets more fear. Oh yeah, that's true. I could have done that. That would be smart. Let's put presence in here. Alright, you get this. Mantle of Dread. You don't have to be smart. It's only Dolphin's Dive. I could also probably add a beast somehow. No, I don't think so, actually. Right, so I could like bing, 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 bing. I could wound them. I could also add a Badlands to make sure. Well, okay, let's see if it does enough. If it does enough, then if it doesn't do enough damage, I have to add the Badlands for 2 more. Yeah, I think we're not enough damage, right? Yeah, we need more damage. Okay, put the Badlands there. That's easy enough. Clearly, it's Handelabra Live. I mean, it says up in the corner of the screen, Dolphin's Dive. I don't know if you can read that. Clearly. Clearly. Does this also add damage per wilds? But it's not my land. So, this land is your land. That land is my land. Oh yeah, we leave 1 explorer. In a terrifying nightmare of a mountain. Maybe he gets +1 damage in Cascades. Let's hope not. All right. In other news, we're adding Badlands over here. And doing 2 damage to each invader. And then we're doing 1 damage to each town city. Cool. That was more easy and straightforward. What else are we doing? We have 3 blights. I think that one's just gonna blight But we can shatter homestead somewhere to stop another one. We can thundering destruction. We don't have +1 range, but we can. Oh, do we have +1 range? From. Oh, I'm next to it. That would be why. There's a blight. Shatter homesteads. Bomb. And raging storm can like kill all these guys. They still build, but not as much. Yeah, just the one blight, yeah? So, and we just try to reduce what they build in these trouble spots. So, this didn't actually do much. There's only 1 damage for it, I guess. I could make sure they don't blight, but I think putting another at a wild here and kill the towns. They don't build a city at least. Oh, and we can also do this. Okay, we can clear this land. So that's something. Bye. We have 4 fear cards. Add wilds to a land without invaders. Build in the land with the most. That is a card you don't want to see with England. Alright. Okay, we haven't seen sands come up yet, so let's put that. Same thing. Trade 2 explorers among lands with beasts. Add stripe in a land with beast, disease, or Dahan. They didn't get a damage boost. -1 health per strife. But that's not going to do anything unless... I guess we can just, like, strife stuff in the wetlands. Guess you can have a strife. There's really not that many candidates. Oh, remove 1 from a land, matching Ravage card. Okay. Defend 5. It's not doing anything. Remove 1 from land with presence. Yeah, we can stop some cities being built. That's kind of it. I guess let's stop the city from here. And they build there anyway. They build there anyway. 1 less damage in this land for later. England's gonna England. He does participate in the Ravage. Alright, we have a built land with 4 down here. That has 4. It's 5. And they don't escalate, so that's good. But we got some jungles. That jungle is a big problem. And the coastal lands are gonna build again. You're all pretty gross. When the most gross land will hit with a big power, I guess. Okay. We must reclaim. What works with forest? We need sun. Sun, fire, earth. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 1 damage per Dahan. Does that work well anywhere? How about territorial strife? It does things. We don't really have Dahan in the places where we need to do a lot of damage, so. Oh yeah, high immigration is gone, so. We do have like a bunch of cascades that we have to worry about here. Can I have +2 range? That would be cool. I want to hit this with one of my powers. What are we doing with this? What are we doing with this? What are we doing with this? Cascades. I mean, we have this. That doesn't necessarily solve it, but we can portion it out and then hit it with Raging Storm. Because that will get the range boost. So I think that is a solution. This will have a range boost. We want to defend. Yeah, we could defend this land. Defend 10. We only defend 2. It's not that big a deal. Maybe we get take the energy here. Can we get the threshold on this again? I'm sure we can, right? Like, easily? By just playing the cards that made it happen. So, take a plant to, like, go more planty this turn. We also have this. There's several, like, wetlands that are problematic. Like, we could use it here and bring in these towns. Maybe? And the explorers and kill all that and then nothing happens. But it doesn't make the threshold on this, does it? Oh, we just have that with these 2 cards. I love it. We gotta get more card plays. I can just do that here to solve that. But I mean, since I did get it, I can click this and that solves like 2 wetlands ravages at once, 2 builds. Assuming we're blowing this up pretty neatly. So I think that should be good. So, and we want this. And I want to play 2 cards with air so that I get +1 range. Okay, so that's gonna be, I mean, either one of these is solved by the defend. Oh, and we can play, I'm gonna reclaim. You can play this to repeat quicken if we want. So I don't know, do I want to blight the island before the event? Maybe. We don't have to. We could maybe remove some blight first. More off element cards. I could take this to put Dahan in where we're defending. I think that's better. I do have favors. That's cheaper. Do I want the blight removal? Just don't add blight, maybe. And I don't think Arenate really does anything, so let's do this. Badlands are good. I don't know if we're dealing with that. We have Shattered Homesteads, right? That's probably going to deal with that. Surely this is enough to use right away with extra beasts. We could add more stuff in there if we need, but 1, 2. Yeah, that's certainly enough. Are we pushing stuff into there? I don't think so. Oh, I need my range boost. Who wants the range boost? Probably you? Doesn't really matter. Badlands are good, but fast badlands are redonkulous. Kill everything. Oh, do it the other way so Wounded Wilds gets fear. Yeah, you know what? That's the smart thing. Gracie pause. Always thinking about the Wounded Wilds. Just have so much energy in Blitz. You never really have to think about it. Oh, except... No, right. I didn't go back far enough. That's what happened. Go back one more. And one more. Okay. Can this do... This can just... yeah, it can't just kill all the explorers, because that wouldn't work. But... Does this do enough damage without the Badlands on Raging Storm? I guess we'll find out. It doesn't do enough damage. We're short by 1. But it would generate a lot more fear, wouldn't it? So we can just put a Badlands in there. That's a thing we can do. So we were short by 1 damage, so let's sear Anger into the Wildlands, or Hazard Spread. Doesn't really matter. I guess this is like more restrained, so... Boop. Then this kills everything. Badlands party. Bonus fear. Just casual 8 more fear. Alright. Softly beckon this guy so they don't actually build. Or they do because I'm gathering these towns here, but whatever. Maybe we kill them. Bring beasts. Beasts can... Oh yeah, I can do this. This doesn't do damage though. Bring Dahan? Okay. We want to defend 10. Twice. Not there. Here. And we want to push some of these Dahan. Into there. Kill those guys. Yeah, they're still gonna build because of this land I put the guys into. What are you gonna do? We have this. I think that's a Shatter Homesteads. So there's no blight, but they are building a heck ton. I wonder if instead of... What if we kill stuff in there instead? Then they don't build. Can we stop them from building? I think we can. So instead of using Quicken here, because we don't only need to just, we can just destroy the city, right? And they're already striped, so it's fine. And we can put a Badlands in here. Actually, we can do a damage in here. We can add a Badlands in here now. I think putting another Badlands is good. And we can do 1 damage to each. I did use Gift of Twin Days already, right? No, I didn't. So actually, I think I went back too far. If I use this here, I can actually could do more with. I could do 1 damage, whatever. We could kill all of the towns. We don't have to kill all the towns, though. We just have to kill 2. Which this does. Then maybe the beasts finish it off. And we can still shatter up here. We can push the Han in here. Yeah, I mean, we could kill this. We could add Badlands somewhere else, basically. We put more Dahan in here because there's more stuff to kill. So I guess whether it's kill this town or add a Badland somewhere else. Let's kill the town. Could have added Badlands earlier and whatever. It's a fear. More fear. Plus 3 damage in lands with 3 or more invaders. That's fine because we have defend 10, I think. Yeah. Lots of fear because of outnumbering. Gather 1 into a land with town city. I can't do that here because then they suddenly do more damage. But we could try to get towns away from... I don't want to create big areas, though. That's the problem. Like, if I pull it into here, they're in danger of doing bad things. Right here, they're doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So I can pull another town into here. Right? Oh. I miscounted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 3. Oh, but then it's exactly 10. Right. Okay, can't do that. So I think we just avoid them building cities so much. Like, we plan to blow this up basically by doing this. Then they're not building extra cities there. We just had to take care because of the escalation. So I think what we do, but the other one is just pull this guy out of there. Or put him in here, I guess. We have lots of area damage. Oh, 1 damage per Dahan. I guess this. Hey, look, Terror level 3. These guys are already going to kill everything here. Same thing there, same thing there. I guess the other fear card might be like, they don't ravage in lands of strife. So let's make sure he dies. And I guess it's fine. I mean, I could hit here, but like, not gonna do anything. Let's get build actions and lands with Dahan. Hey, I like that. Alright, coastal party. Escalation on the Sands Explorer. Yeah, we have 6 buildings there. And 6 buildings there. But I think that's the end of escalation. I mean, there's still a risk of like events adding a town, so we can't just sleep on it, but let's add the extra here because he's death by Dahan right now. Okay, so obviously we have some big ravages. Look at this is easy to solve. That's another cascade. Down here is like empty. That's great. Yeah, and this needs to be looked at. So lightning could just play 2 cards, I guess, but it's better to play more. But we could get, if we like make a sacred site in here, then we blow up basically everything. Except for the cities. So that's a consideration, but we don't get to do like maybe enough. We gain a power card and maybe take a major to replace that because we don't necessarily want to blight the island as we have to. Cleansing Floods, 4 damage, remove blight. Also Unrelenting Growth, so lightning can have its cake and eat it too, is what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's add presence, I don't know, wherever. Slowly spread out. What are we doing? Mantle of Dread can push stuff out of lands where we're in. Like, actually solve that one, so that's good. Let's do that. We have enough energy to play all our cards, right? So let's... Yeah, but then next turn we're not going to have enough energy to play cards. Okay. Mantle of Dread, and I assume there's going to be a place that this does something. Like here, probably. Defend 10. That's 19 damage. There's going to be a defend 10 somewhere, or maybe not, actually. Maybe it's Crop's Wither. I don't know. We can change our mind on that. We could also just like try to get rid of the cities, but there's still a whole bunch. You don't have your sweet card, but we can get to 4 card plays. Look at another major, maybe. We can already play these 4. And so, let's see what else we get. Sleep and Never Waken. Okay. Skip all actions, remove explorers. Do we have the threshold? Probably. Also, there are other powers that exist. Transform is very good. And we can make that sacred site be anywhere. And also we hit the thresholds like all the time. Oh, we can't afford that card though. So I think it's this. These are fine. Also. But skip all actions is really good. We have explorers in our lands. I mean, that's a thing that we do as lure a lot. For each blight. Yeah, okay. We can, like, skip one of these ravages that are going to be huge. Or something like that. Like, maybe skip this one. I know they're double explore. They're doing 2 things in sands, but it's also not, like, a big deal compared to the jungle. Let's forget. I don't want to forget. I don't want to forget. That's still really good, right? Let's forget that. And we want range 2 from a sands. Maybe we're in a lot of sands. Let's just get into this one as well, and then we'll have coverage of whatever we want to do. Like, basically just click on your cards and you get the threshold. I need 2 more moons. Yeah, just like click on cards and you get the threshold. We want... I mean, we're getting plant. We could have... These all have plant as well. There's no difference in any of these. Just what do they do? Is there a land where this does something? Yeah, there. Always be clicking. Yeah. We're mostly clicking on cards at this point. So let's reclaim because we are getting our presence another way. +1 range. Add disease. Defend and spend 3. Does that do something somewhere? Not importantly. Push all explorers or remove blight. Eh. We wanted sun, right? We wanted sun and earth. We're not getting the earth. Click on that. If I click here, I get more energy back so I can play other cards. We are playing Raging Storm. Is that important? I don't think so, because we can put a Sacred Site here and blow up probably everything. Yeah, definitely everything, because the 2 of these together kill everything. I guess it's like there's more in this, right? So this is the one to actually blow up, but this is better for like... Oh wait, this only gives range 1, so I... unless I... Depends how many range boosts I get, I guess. I would like to kill all these guys. What are they doing? We want a Harbinge? Or Shatter. Shatter Homesteads, I don't think we need. Harbinge is free. It has the elements we want more. Actually, we don't need anything but the fire. Maybe it's this. Better. Alright. We've clicked things. Who's more equipped? I guess Sleep and Never Waken could operate on here. This is like annoyingly 5 damage and we don't have a thing to deal with it. Because we couldn't afford it with lightning. Yeah. We're also not getting +1 range at all, so... I think Sleep and Never Waken has to go on this one. Well, no. If we can kill everything, then it doesn't matter. So I think we can't reach this with Sleep and Never Awaken. That actually turns out to be the important thing, isn't it? So you can have the free energy. We do this here. Oh, I might want to have gathered some more explorers first, right? From where? So Mantle of Dread is gonna go here, by the way. These can all go in here because everything in there is gonna get killed. And we might want to just pull that guy in as well. In case of Cascade. Oh, right. We have a range issue. I can't get presence close enough. We don't have to play Portents. I just clicked on it for the energy. Been streaming a while. Yeah. Can I play cards with more air? I can't play. I can't. I feel like I need Unrelenting Growth to work here. I need... Lure could have put presence in a place that was closer to that, right? Yes, okay. That is what we need to do. No, not you. You're not Lure. What have you done? This is fine. The range issue is just that Lure needs to be close enough to use the power on something, and it wasn't. So instead of being there, we need to be here. And then we can reach this land. And what else did I click on? That. And that. And that. That does something here? Yeah, okay. Do we want to play Kraus Wither versus Favors Call Due? I think so. So in that case, like, we play Portents. And do we play Harbingers, or do we play Territorial Strife? I think it's Strife so that we can reduce the number of buildings in that place. Oh, but then we don't actually get... Hang on. We don't get Destroy a Town. Okay. Unrelenting Growth places presence at range 1. Right, can reach, ignore its range. Actually, it is supposed to allow you to ignore the range. It says, anything for which there's a range or the range is used affects a single action of yours. You are right. That's a bug. This should let me place at... Oh, it is letting me do that. Oh, it's because I used up... Did I use up? I just used up Darkness Swallows stupidly. I used up Reach by doing Darkness Swallows somewhere, didn't I? Like on the jungle or whatever. So this does work. I just did a dumb. So that means we can do things in the places we had planned. So let's just slightly undo that then. Lure can go back to where it was wanting to go. Bug report. H. Bra, read the card. Okay, that, and add tokens, or I think it was, I don't know which one it was. It didn't matter because they have the same elements. That one is, actually that one's better. Okay. H. Bra, read the card, no space. Okay, so now we can do the thing that we wanted to, which was have you place presence at range anything. 6 card plays. Or 3 energy. 6 card plays. Then do things. So that used up reach. Oh, it says it has not been used this turn. Oh ho ho! There is a bug. It didn't use it up. Let's go back to just the moment where it happened. Because that's certainly out of range for lightning, right? It's letting me go anywhere at all. So that is a bug. A bug in my favor. Using reach for unrelenting growth. Shouldn't be able to use reach anymore. Bug. Bug. This may take a minute. All right. It's making a zip file, I'm pretty sure. They're like games on sale. Steam is telling me. I'm gonna get some more water while this is happening. I'll be right back. Finished it. It's working. All right. So, I have presence there. I don't get to repeat the power, but I do get to do this. Well, let's get everything we can into that land. I'm not going to cheat and use Corrupts Wither on like a land I'm not allowed to. So let's just take care not to do that. Yeah, so I can't actually reach this with Darkness Swallows, even though I could cheat and do it. I can put an Explorer into one of Lure's lands. Like this. Because Lure will be able to remove it. I can do this kind of shenanigan. We can do other shenanigans. I just want to have, like, as much stuff in there as possible, or in our lands. So forsake society. Actually, in here is good, right? Because I want this to have less buildings in it. And gather them all into the sand where they're gonna build, but I'm also gonna kill a bunch of them. We can destroy more. Range 1, sacred site. You may do both. I could stop them building in here. It's kind of okay. This does more damage based on disease, though. But yeah, let's solve that land. Seems like a nice idea. We can put a wilds in this land. I think this is just going to be like whatever if it lights. Are there 5 explorers in here? Yes, that's more fear. Okay. We can crops wither. Building here, I guess. I guess, like, make it, get rid of the city. Don't know that it matters a lot. I think we've got everything in there that we're getting in there. It's like 1 HP left here that I'm using Quicken for. That's okay. That's gonna go in here. Actually don't have explorers left because I used the other power, but whatever. This can go here. I think we're winning, y'all. I think destroying a town here makes sense. Well, here is right on the threshold, right? So even though they skip all actions, we get like add a town to a land or whatever, then we would lose. So, and let's harbinge. Honestly, putting more Dahan in here just in case somehow they get killed by the Dahan by a fear card is a good idea. Towns do +1 damage. Okay, I don't think that's doing anything. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. There are no lands. Add Dahan. Ah, choose a land with Dahan. They do not ravage that of this turn. Oop. Okay, they can ravage everywhere else. That's fine. Remove 2 explorers and 2 towns from a land with beast, or 1 from a land adjacent. Oh. Oh, that's not getting rid of all of them though. These lands don't have beasts, so I guess we do click here and reduce what they're doing. Just like remove exploration surface by removing him. And they don't explore down here. Like, don't have presence. They don't have invaders in most of this area. For some reason, I don't know what's going on down there. Great to see lure on the way. Exactly. Yeah, they do not see a lot of the mountain wetlands, but they do get on the coast here. Bonus explorer, sure. Go there. And you can go where all the badlands are. Sure, that's fine. Sure, you won't be immediately murdered. Alright, we just have like 10 cities. It's actually not that big a deal. We have ways to blow things up very well, so we don't have to reclaim. We could do Raging Storm. Yeah, but we're not winning. We're not winning then. Whew. I mean, the Ravage this turn is pretty nothing. So maybe we take a turn and then win next turn. That's option. Place 2 presents, play all our cards. Blow this up next time. Blow this up next time. I think that's okay. Alright, you are going to reclaim though. And there's a blight there. We can blow that up. There's no like tokens there, but we can fix that. Do we want, I think we want energy here. Plant seems like the right call. We can do that to add more things. We can do, we don't have range to do that there. I'm sure there's a spot that we can hit with that. And we can also gather them all into one place, like here. Their little sands ravage. So cute. Do I have presence in a land? I can get range +1 from lightning, right? Can I? I can't. What's happening? I can just get unrelenting growth. Just get unrelenting growth and put a sacred site exactly where you want. Sure. In here. Actually, that's a good place. As long as we don't gather too many towns. What are we doing here? I don't know. Not really doing anything with clicking on stuff. We could do this with threshold? Almost. We had probably picked, there was a probably card with sun and plant. No, there wasn't. That's fine. Do I want this? No. I want this? Sure. We could repeat territorial strife. And sear anger for more badlands. That seems fine. So I want you to have presence. And why not have more elements too? And we want to put icons in here. That is a reach. It's probably fine. This is going here. Actually, we can put a Badlands here, and then we can use Thundering Destruction somewhere else. I am still just clicking on stuff. Who needs energy? You need more energy. We're probably just going to get to Terminal Victory just messing around here. Is there another beast? There's more beasts. How about to hunt? Just kill everything. Probably could have had 5 in there, but whatever. 6 damage remaining. Not enough. We're short by 1. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Win the game? I say we win the game. Victory when revealed. And we still had this mess. But that's fine, because lure is great. Blitz is fun. It's pretty wacky. Oh, I got an achievement. All right, so there's lure in a couple aspects. Yeah, stay tuned for the next release of Jagged Earth updates, maybe coming sooner than you think. We also have a scenario as part of the next wave, and we'll be showing that next week, most likely. So that's going to do it for another edition of Dolphin's Dive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week, either on Handelabra Live or Dolphin's Dive. We'll see about that. As they say at the roller coaster theme park, don't fall out of your seat. Have a good night.